General Mathematics, Core 005 for Grade 11. Hello there, I'm Miss Meech. Welcome to my presentation in defining functions and its operations. Lesson targets. First, differentiate functions and relations, domain and range, using roster form and rule form. Second, identify functions or relations of a graph using vertical line tests. And third, perform addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division of functions properly. Some real-life applications: cost of the purchase item, transport fare, and fuel pump price, total hours of travel and distance. Lesson review. Write T if it's true or F if it's false. First one, all functions are relations, but not all relations are functions. Tagalogin natin, lahat daw ng function ay may relasyon, pero hindi lahat ng relasyon ay nagpa-function. So the answer is, it's true. Second, a range is a set of all values of x. In a relation, take note of range. Is that the set of all x values? The answer is false, because when we're talking about the set of all x values, that could mean a domain. Third one, a vertical line test is a visual way to determine if a curve of a graph is a function or not. Are you familiar with vertical line test? Because it is true. So in this lesson, we can only hear about vertical line tests, and there's no horizontal line test. Fourth, to determine if a relation is a function, make sure the values of x in the domain are not repeating. Of course, that's true. A linear function is both a relation and a function. Since it's already a function, it's also a relation and a function. So that is true. Next, relation. Relation is a set of ordered pairs that can be written in two forms. When we say set, it's a collection of numbers, of alphabets, or other items. And when we say ordered pairs, it is the x and y, such that x should come first and y should always come second. Let's go first with set builder, or the rule form. It is the definition. We use the definition, or defines a set in formula form, just like set A is equal to the set of x such that x is a vowel. So we define the set A as the set of vowel. When we say rooster or list form, we list all the elements. So in this case, the set A will be equal to set of A, E, O, U. We list all the elements. Another example, set B here in the set builder rule form. B such that x is an element of natural numbers. Natural numbers are the counting numbers starting from 1 up to positive infinity, such that x is less than 7. So the counting numbers less than 7 are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So that's set B in the list form. So the difference in list is you need to list all the elements. And for the rule form, you have to define a set in formula form. Well, function is a relation, since we say that all function is a relation, given that every element of the domain corresponds exactly one element in the range. So we have example 1 corresponds to 2, 3 corresponds to 4, and 5 corresponds to 6. So domain and the range. When we say domain, it is a set of all x in a relation. So the domain here are the 1, 3, and 5. It is an independent value, or the input. While when we say range, it is a set of all y in a relation. These are the 2, 4, and 6. It is a dependent value or the output. Let's go to the set coordinates. So we have 2, 4, 3, 8, 5, 2, 6, 9, 8, 3, 9, 7. We get the domain. So the domain is the set of all x values. So 2, 3, you just write it there, 5, 6, 8, 9. As you can see, we just get all the first coordinate or the x values, and that would be our domain. While about in range, 4, 8, 2, 9, 3, 7 are the set of all y values. If we are going to show it in a mapping diagram, the yellow oblong is the set of domain, the 2, 3, 5, 6, 8, 9. And the green is the set of range, 4, 8, 2, 9, 3. The same one. Function table, this is the function of x, and this is all the values of y. So, is that clear? It's an ordered pair. The x is the domain, and all the y is the range. Function is a relation in which each element of the domain is paired with exactly one element of the range. Another way of saying it is that there is one and only one output y with each input x. This is the look of a function notation. Y is equal to f of x. So, f is the name of a function, and x is the input, and y is the output. Whatever you put in the input, you can get a certain output. Functions in real life, example, for the input is the number of hours studied. So, the output is the score in the test. If you input more hours of studying, there could be more chances that you could get a higher score in the test. To illustrate the function, we use 3 steps or 3 types. First one is the set of ordered pair. Set of ordered pair looks like this. So, collection of ordered pairs. Which one is function and which one is not a function? Okay. So, number 1, 3, 2, 4, 0, 5, 1, 2, 3 is a function because try to see the domain. 3, 4, 5, 2. No domain or values of x are repeated. So that's a function. While in number 2, we have 1, 0, 1, 5. 1 and this 1 were repeated. So that can't be a function. In number 3, what is being repeated in number 3 in the domain? It's the 3 here and the 3 here. So if you can see a repeated number in the domain, so it's automatically not a function. In number 4, we have 4, 3, 6, and 5. So no domains are repeated, therefore it's a function. Take note, as long as no value of the domain is repeated, the relation is considered to be a function. That's why we only focus on the domain. Next one is the mapping or arrow diagram. So this is a mapping diagram looks like. Which one is function and which one is not? The first one, the second one, the third one, or the fourth one? Let's see. Okay, so the first one is a function. Why? We call it one-to-one correspondence because every element in the domain has its corresponding element in the range. 3 corresponds to A, 4 corresponds to B, 5 corresponds to C. 1-to-1. Ibig sabihin, may kanya-kanya silang partner. The second one is, it's a bit different because 2 is mapped to 9 and 3 is also mapped to 9. While the rest 6 is mapped to 4. But it's still a function. Why? Because the domain is not repeated. We call it many-to-one correspondence. That means, maraming domain ang na-map sa iisang range. So, if we write it, 2, 9, and 3, 9. 9 is repeated, and that is range. So, there is no domain that's being repeated, so it's a function. Many to 1. Marami para sa isa. Huwag yung gagawin yon, ha? Okay, next one. We have 3 map to 2. 3 map to 3. And again, another 3 map to 6. So, naulit-ulit na may naipares sa 3 na domain. So, ito ay not function. Ang tawag dito, one to many. Mag-isang domain na i-partner sa maraming range. Kapag sinulat natin to in a set of ordered pair, magiging 3-2, 3-3, 3-6. Malinaw na naulit ang domain. Kaya, hindi na ito function. That's one-to-many correspondence. Fourth example, we have 2 map to 2, 3 map to 3, and 6. Wala siyang partner. So, kahit hindi na ulit ang domain natin, pero yung isang domain ay walang partner, hindi siya magiging function kasi walang relation ang 6. Wala siyang partner. Not all elements are represented, so still not a function. Is that clear? Third one is graphing. So this one is the easiest way to look if this is a function or not. We call it the vertical line test or pencil test or ballpen test. Kasi yung ballpen, kapag inano mo, magiging vertical line siya. If any vertical line passes through more than one point of the graph, then the relation is not a function. Dapat isang beses lang i-intersect ng vertical line test na ito ang graph ng function. Kung 2 or more, hindi na siya function. So, the vertical line test is this blue one. And the graph of a function is the red one. So, this is the x and y Cartesian coordinate plane. On the first example, you can see the blue intersects the red or the function in only one point. Ito lang siya. Therefore, it's a function. Okay? Pero dito, tignan natin, ilang beses na intersect itong horizontal function, isang beses pa rin, kaya function pa rin siya. Pero dito, as you can see, nag-overlap na yung vertical line test natin sa graph ng function. So, ibig sabihin, lahat na intersect niya. So, not a function, it's clear. Fourth one is a parabola. Kahit ilipat-lipat natin yung vertical line test, isang beses lang niyang mai-intersect yung parabola. Kaya ito ay function. So, ganun lang kadali. Let's go to operations on functions. Addition. So, we have two functions. The f of x is equal to 2x plus 3 and the g of x is equal to x squared. We note f plus g of x, function of x, okay, is, if we're going to add them, we just add the two functions. So, 2x plus 3 plus x squared. This is an exponent, hindi siya number. Hindi siya constant, okay? So, i-rearrange lang natin sila. Ang dapat na nauuna, yung term na may pinakamataas na exponent, and that is x squared, followed by the 2x, and last yung constant na 3. So, wala tayong masyadong pinag-add kasi walang similar terms. Yan, pag-add lang natin sila. In subtraction, we have to note that we need to change all the signs of the subtrahend before you subtract. Subtrahend is the second to be subtracted. And this one is minuend, and this one is subtrahend. So, function of f minus g of x is equal to 2x plus 3 minus x squared. So, pwede nating i-arrange to. Dapat nauuna yung x squared, na negative plus 2x plus 3. Or dito, tinanggap naman siya. Third one is multiplication. F times g of x is equal to quantity 2x plus 3 multiplied to the quantity of x squared. So, what are we going to do is to distribute it. 2x times x squared is 2x plus, ipag-add lang natin yung mga exponent, 2, tapos may exponent ito na 1, kaya ang ating bagong exponent ay 3. So, we read it as 2x cubed or 2x raised to the power of 3. The second term, multiply 3 to x squared. In that case, we put 3 and then we just put the x squared. So, the answer is 2x cubed plus 3x squared. In division, f divided by g of x is equal to 2x plus 3 all over x squared. So, in this example or in this slide, parang sinubstitute lang natin yung mga values ng dalawang function. Let's have another example. Add functions. We have function f of x is equal to 4x minus 5 and g of x is equal to 2x. If we're going to add f plus g of x, we have f of x plus g of x. The f of x substitute is 4x minus 5 and the g of x is 2x. Can you see a similar term? Yes, there it is. 2x plus 4x will make up 6x. And then the constant, solo lang siya, kaya bring down mo lang siya, minus 5. So that is the final answer. F plus g of x is equal to 6x minus 5. Subtract functions. So to subtract f minus g of x, we get f of x minus g of x. Substitute again the value of the two functions, 4x minus 5x minus 2x. So similar terms, 4x tsaka yung negative 2x. That will make up to positive 2x since 4x has the greater absolute value. Kaya magiging positive siya. Walang kasama yung constant, so bring down lang natin yung negative 5. So we get the answer 2x minus 5. Multiply functions. F multiply to g, so we use this dot to mean multiplication. F of x multiply to g of x, substitute. Quantity 4x minus 5 multiply to 2x. So, i-distribute natin 2x times 4x. 2 times 4 is 8. And then, pareho silang x. May exponent sila na 1. And then, may 1 din doon. Kaya 1 plus 1 magiging 2. Next, 2x multiply to negative 5. Since this is negative, negative na agad yon. 5 times 2 is equal to 10. And then, you just put x. So, f times g of x is equal to 8x squared minus 10x. Divide functions. So, to divide is f divided by g of x or f of x divided by the g of x. What is the value of f of x? It's 4x minus 5 and the value of g of x is 2x. Again, you cannot simplify this because there's an operation minus there. So, you cannot simply cancel the x there, ha? As long as you can see the operation minus, subtraction, or addition. Okay, so for your activity, do skill building activities, exercises 1, 2, and 3. Thank you, and have a great day.